Hello and welcome to my video. As requested by a lot of Facebook users on different multiple groups, they've asked me if I could do a little tutorial on this little mini accordion album that I made. It's just a little book, but I've made a handmade bead, double-sided. I don't know if you can see that properly. It's all glittery, Mod Podge, cardboard, packaging. That's a tutorial for another day. Right, so let me just open this and I'll show you. Right, so it comes in a little cover which I've decorated with painted paper that I've made, and then it just all folds out like that. I don't know if you can see it properly. And they're really fun. They're easy to make. It's just a case of measuring. You can stand up. Hang on, there's another piece there. So it folds out to 9 pages. The backs are just plain. I mean, you could do the backs if you wanted to. And then you just fold it and put the loop back on again. Let me just put that on like that, and then it's all folded up lovely like that. So I'm going to show you how to do this today with my own measurements, and hope I've done it easy enough and explained it well enough for you to do. We'll need 1 A4 coloured card sheet, good quality card stock, because if it isn't, it will split at the sides when you're scoring it. So, I mean, I'm using Stampin' Up paper because I know it's good quality paper on the folds and that. Then you'll need 1 A4 sheet of watercolour stock card, or something that you can actually, that will hold water. I mean, you can use cheap paper, but as long as it's quite thick card. So that'd be white, a sheet of A4 will do. And then you'll need 1 hairband here, or a ribbon, plus a charm that you can attach. Also, I will be showing you how to do the cardstock blanks. Get here. I'm gonna, for quickness, because I use stamps and cut them out last night, it took hours to do. I've got 2 of these Art by Marlene die cut books. So I've just taken some images out of these to use because it'll be quicker for me to show you in the tutorial. But I've got a mixed lot. Oh, I've just dropped my nail polish on the floor. Hang on a sec. This is me all over. Right. Also, I've got a mixed bundle of background stamps that I can use. Right. And as I said, I've got like a book ring here with a lot of hair bands on it. They were only cheap. I think I bought them in Poundland. I think you got bundle of 50. Either plain black or the coloured ones for £1 a packet. They're nice and springy. They've got no metal loops, so they're all the way round. So they're ideal for these little booklets or any little projects like that. And I've got these. So I've been waffling now for 6 odd minutes. Oh, and I've got a little die cut there as well. Right, and my little thing there. Right, so let's get on with creating this then. With your coloured A4 sheet of card. Hang on a second, I'm losing everything now. I've lost the plot, but I've lost my piece of card. Hang on a second. Hang on. Where is everything? I've got an envelope somewhere I've lost. Oh, it's on the floor. Of course, where else would it be? You want to cut 2 strips out of your coloured A4 sheet of card, your strong one, 10 inches long by 3.5 inches in height. Right, and then when you've done that, you want to score them at 2 inches along. So I've done one already, and then fold it like that. Okay, so it's like that. Right, now I've got to do the other one because there's my second one and I haven't done it. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'll get my trimmer. Hopefully it will all be in focus and everything. Right, so let's stick that down and let's stick this in here. There's a paper in there. Right, and then we want to take the cutting blade out because this is a Stampin' Up one. It's a new one, the new cutting thing. Right, and then we want to line it up to 2 inches and score, and then line that up, the next score line, to the 2 inches, and then score again, and then do the same thing, line it to the 2 inches, and then score. Hang on a sec, my paper's got stuck. And then the next, stick it on the 2 again, and up you go, and then do it again. Right, now let me put my trimmer blade back because so all you do again is fold, 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 and fold like that. Then you'll have 2 pieces of card that are like this. So what you need to do is join them. Okay, you just need to join them together. So let's get some glue. Am I still? Yeah, I'm still in frame. A bit nervous about that. I haven't got much of this one left. I've got a brand new one. Let's hit it down a bit like you do. Should have left it upside down. It would have. I usually leave all my glues upside down, and we might need to put some of it in it. I think it's there, but there we go. A bit of glue on there. Right, let's put that glue top on. I'm going to leave that upside down in there. Right, and then let's stick that together. Like that. Get it all lined up properly. Don't worry about how it looks at the moment, because once you put your papers over it, it'll be fine. Right, so we'll just do that again. Make sure it's all fine. There, all done, right? So that's all done, and that can dry. Now you've got that made, that part, which was quite simple. That's the hardest part. Right, you want to use your white cardstock now that I was explaining to make your little white blanks. Right, so you're going to need 9 of these. You can get it out of a A4 sheet. You need heavy cardstock again, but then on the first one I only used Poundland card, but it was tearing around the edges. That's not bad on, you know, it doesn't matter so much with mixed media and that, because it gives it that distressy look. But there's all my little card blanks. These measure 1 3/4 inches by 3 inches. Okay. I've got some measurement guides here. Hang on a second. So the book, I don't think you can see that. Where are we? It's probably round the wrong way. It come out. Right. And then you want 9 of those at, probably need to look in the mirror to see that. And like, oh, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm telling you how to do it as we're going along anyway. Right, so you've got your little card blanks here. Now you want something like an acrylic block or something, bit of acetate or whatever, a little spray bottle, water, and then you want your little inks or your watercolours or your distress inks or whatever you've got. Right, so, and you need one of these, whatever version you've got, a heat emboss tool. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our ink and then we're just going to splosh it on there like that. Okay, on the pad like that. And then we're going to add a little drop of water, and this is ink sploshing. And then we're going to take our little card and then we're just going to dip it in like that, just around everywhere, whatever pattern you want to create, right? And then you're going to dry it, just dry it. Give it a quick dry. Right, that's it. Right, now I'm just going to put that ink on another card just to soak it up so it gets used. But because we're going to do a few of these, we've got 9 to do. I think I might have a bit more than 9 of them here. Right, now I just need to get a wipe. Put those. Oh, bet I didn't try them, did I? Hang on a sec. Right. I think we'll have the pink out. The pink's really nice. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, let's just wipe that off. There's some colours on them. They're okay. They'll be fine. I'm happy with them. Not ecstatic, but I'm happy with them. Right. Remember, we're doing this fast, so let's clear that out of the way for a minute. I need to dry that. And now we're going to do some stamping, which we're going to need a bundle of stamps, all different stamps. Right, we're back. Part 2. Right, I've managed to stamp some little images. I'm halfway done, so I thought I'd show you the other ones I'm going to be doing. Welcome back, crafty friends. Right, let's get on with it. I've got a rather squeaky chair, so every time I turn all that, it will squeak out. Right, so we're using the same blocks. I like this little block. Right, so we've got some of this ink, if you need to get any. It's waterproof, so it's great for like when you're doing colouring or whatever. I usually use this a lot. Right, so we're just gonna basically, am I in frame? Yes. Right, we're just gonna stamp. I've got a stamping platform, but it doesn't matter if it's, you know, off a little bit. I'm just gonna wipe that stamp down just a little bit. That's gonna get rather messy in a minute. Right, let's just throw that over there to dry. Let's get another stamp. Right, this is a word stamp. This is a nice one. So you just want the ink on there so it's enough just to do your little piece of paper. Right, that should do that. Right, let's stamp that one down. There we go. And that one's done. See? This has got a nice effect to it. I'll just ink that up. We're only on the last ones now, so right. We'll do this one on that. It's nice purple colour. I do like some purple. Right, there we go. That one's nicely done. Right, and then we run our last one. Let me just wipe that. The same pattern. Right, make sure that's down. Right, let's just ink that up. I'm just doing this on a piece of old scrap card, like cardboard packaging that I got. Right, so we've got all our stamped up images. What am I talking about? Images. Stamped up pieces of paper. Card pieces done. I mean, you can emboss these. They'd look nice embossed. I haven't tried that with this. I mean, this is my only second doing this book. I just want to put them in some sort of order so they're not all the same colours. Right, so I'm gonna just, I think that's nice like that. We haven't got a lot of time to sort this out. I'll be here for ages otherwise trying to sort it out, and I want that up that way. Right, so We get our little die cut images, or you can make your own or stamp on them, and just sort out where you want your bits to go. It's nice. We've got some girls here and a little boy. They've got crowns on them. I'm not sure where to put them actually. I think I'm just trying to work out what would look nice. And then that one is for the end result, so I'll leave it over there. That looks quite nice like that. And I've got a little fish and some flowers and a little bird. There's a little birdie. That looks nice on there. And there's another little tiny bird that I could just stick on to go with it. So that's what we've got to do now, is we've got to actually, I don't know if I'm in frame, I think I am. I think that could go on there. And put them ones on there, like that. I was just glue the images on, put some words on if you want. I haven't bothered doing any words yet. Most of the time I don't bother with words. But you can put whatever you like on it, as long as it's flat, because it's an accordion book and it lays flat, you know. Ink splashes, some white ink splashes on the top, just to give another extra effect, a little bit of texture. I won't bother in this video because I don't want, hang on, that's my doorbell. And then I've got to stick all these fronts into this. So I'm going to start, rearrange them how you like to. I'm just going to quickly get some glue on, and then, hang on, is it the right side? No, this is the right side, I think. Yeah, right. Then put your little glue bit in. Right, we're going to have this one on next. Or videos if this one's successful and people like it, yeah. If no one likes it, then I won't do any more. As simple as that. But I have got a Facebook page, Tracy Susan, Tracy with an E. You can find me there. I'm happy to have friends. Right, let's just pull that in. So this is the little book layout. I think that looks nice. Right, so we need 5.5 by 3.5. Right, let's just make sure this 5.5 is there, yeah. By 3.5. By 3.5. 3.5, yeah. Oh, accordion book back. No, see, I don't use measurements a lot. I usually just do my own thing. Right, let's do that. I've got glue and ink on my hands everywhere. Right, so what I do is I just don't do another score line. I just fold it a little bit like that. Right, so we want, bring that in like that. where your score line is on the reverse side, you want to line it up like that, and then it should fold over. Hang on a minute, I'm not in properly, am I? Fold over like this. Right, and then get it into place, and then just squidge it out a bit. That's it. You will see a lot of creases because it's a very light colour. Now, once that's in like that, let that go a minute. You'll need one of these paper trimmers things, corner edger. So, we're just going to do the corners on each. That in the bin. Squeaky chair time. Right, now get this back again. See where it was? In there like that. That bit folds and that bit folds. Tuck it in like that. Right, now what you want to do is take it, and this end bit you want to glue here, where the line is, just at the side of the line. I'll show you in a minute. I'll hold it up if I can. Right, you can use tape, adhesive tape, because you have to allow this to dry a bit, you know. Right, hang on a second. I'm not going to put the glue lid on. Right, see where the line is? I don't know if you can see because it's such a light colour. Right, let me get that in. Just measure it up, pull that over. This is where it gets a bit tricky. Right, once it's in and it's down like that. There. I know it's gone a bit because I've got ink all over my hand, so on yellow, of course, it's going to get mucky. Let me just rub that off. Right, and then when you open it, open up like that, but it's stuck here. It's actually stuck down to that score line, and that's your flap for the outside. So I am in shock, yeah. So what you do now is, I haven't got any measurements for the next part. Let me leave that there for a minute. Right, I've made a painty piece of paper. Okay, just a bit with a lot of sparkles on it. I don't know if that's... There's a lot of sparkly bits and textured bits on top. Lots of different colours in there. So I want a piece of this, and it's raised as well, which is, it gives it a nice effect. There's all different types of paint on this. What I want to do here is, hang on a second, I'm just clearing things out the way, is I just want to eyeball this and see how much of it I need. 3x4. I like this bit here. So let's turn it. So 3. 3x4. We'll do the 4 first then. And then 3. I like that, didn't I? Right. By 3. Hang on a minute. Because it ain't laying down properly. Have I cut it right? I don't know. I'm absolutely useless at cutting stuff on a board. Right. So let's just see. Yeah, that's what I need. Right. I'm not going to cut that. But if you see, look, this is the Poundland paper. See, it's got such a thingy edge on it. But I am going to go round this with some distress ink. I don't know which one. What sort of colours are in that? Okay, so let's have a look for a green. There's a green. So I've got peeled paint. So I'm just going to do it straight from the thing. And just go around the edges with it. I mean, I could use... I've got makeup sponges. I use the little ones usually. But I'm just going to go around just to seal that white edge off. I mean, you can go over if you like, but that bit's done. I like that because it's got the orange and the fluorescent pink and the green in it. Right, so now you take that part, this part, and you go round this way to there. So just that bit gets done. Yeah, that's it, like that, that'll do. Right, I've just cut off about 1/4 of an inch off or so. Let's just ink that up again. We're basically done now anyway. Doesn't the time fly? Right, okay. Mush that round a bit like that. Put some glue on it. If I'd had more time, I would have done it and got the measurements properly and everything else, but when you're trying to do things quickly, you can work out your own measurements. With mine, this is what I done. I found a tutorial on how to make this accordion piece, and I just done the cover myself. I just wanted just this little back bit done. It's going to look a mess with my hands. They're absolutely mess with ink. And I'm working on a very light colour, which doesn't help. Right, so then you just want to bend that slightly, just to help it when it's glued and it's wet, just to get that curve on it. Right, fold this all back in. And then, see, there's one bit there done. I'm going to actually do this little panel because I think we've got time, haven't we? 3 by 4, one at 3 by 4. I had to colour it in like again. 3 by 4 is about right, I think. Yeah, it is. A little bit of... Take that off again. Next, I mean, the first one I done it all the way around with this card. I just sat there and I just cutting it until I got the right size. And that's what I'm going to do with this little bit here. I'm just going to, I want this bit on there. So around there, I'm just going to colour it. I just eyeball it and colour it. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's mixed media. It's the fun and thrill of it. See, it's just a little bit too much. Right, there, like so. Right, and then I'm just going to put that on. A bit of glue on there. And then we'll get that on. Yeah, I do like, if I'm crafting, I do like making some painty papers. And then I like to add some texture, either embossing or like this one is where I used metallic paint. and then I heat set it to dry it, but it left bubbles in the paint because it was burning. But the raised bubbles are really nice. Right, I don't know if you can see that. Let me put all that little book back, and then I'll shut it and I'll show you it. See? Let me just pull that down a bit. There, so it's all around. That should be really joint. So remember, I'm only doing this really quick. The last one I've done all the way around, and then I did put another little bit of painted paper from another selection all the way around. You see, this one I didn't. Right, sorry about that. Now I'm on part, I think, 4 of this video. Right, just to quickly let you know that we finished the front cover. You can do it all around, but I've done it 2 sides. And then on the front, if you just half glue your little circle, you can cut any little circle out. But I'll just put that die cut there. Right, so you can actually put just inside a little clasp thing, whatever you like. I've just put a circle there. Now, the other thing I want to mention is the bands. So you get one of these bands. I've got them on a book ring at the moment. Choose whatever colour you like. And then, on a normal one, you just tie a knot at the end. Like that. Just a knot. So you can put your charm on. Now, I've got a load of handmade beads that I've made a few years ago, actually, out of cardboard and Mod Podge. They're really sort of built up. I don't know if I can show you this in. Ooh, where are you? There. They're very glittery. They were made out of packaging. They're quite thick as well. They're layered up, they're die cut, layered, and then Mod Podged a few times with Mod Podge glitter. I've done all different ones, like off of packets of like what food come in, fresh food and that. I've also got beads I've made. There's loads of all different ones. There's hearts and that. But I've chosen a butterfly out of the mix today. I've added a bead and a charm. Just simple, really. A little charm on the end of I don't know what these things are really called. I can't remember the name. And a couple of these little tiny beads and a few of those things, pair of pliers and that. And then you've got a little thing like that. So you just attach that. Am I on frame? Yeah. So you just put this on. Hang on a second. You just put that on around it to keep it all together. I don't know what I'm quite doing. There. Just stick that on like that. Quarter the way down or halfway down or wherever you want it. With your little, supposed to be around that way. With your little thing on. Hang on, I'll show you the other one that I done. If I can just push that together. I quite like the first one better that I done. Little charm, but I was trying to hurry again. It goes that way as well, or that way. Right, let me bring them into shot and take these things out. Where are we? Yes, we are in shot. So, there's my little books made. So, I think they're really sweet. They're only little. They don't take too long to do. There's a lot of fun with the ink smushing and that. I shall open both of them up together just to show you. Let me pull these things out of the way. That's the one I've done on the camera today. Let me get that in. Right, let's just leave that up a little bit there. And this is the other one that I'd done the other day. So that's the two of them done. Yeah, and it doesn't matter if your image just goes just over a little bit over on the top, like these little antelope things or whatever, horn things on your image and that. But they are really pretty to do. I've got the Posca pen paint splatters on that one. This one hasn't, but I've got one of these pens. I can't remember the names of them. They're Spectrum or it says on it they're the sparkle, the clear, but I add my own stuff to them, so you can pretty these up with doing that on it as well, or just adding some different colour Posca pens in the backgrounds or whatever. But the one I've made today, it came out quite nice, I think. I'll try and get it in frame. Hang on a second. I think that come out quite nice, pretty. It's very colourful. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, you can do the other side. The other side is blank on it. You could put words on there, inspirational quotes, anything you like really, and then, you know, add some texture, do whatever you like, whatever you fancy. And they're so fun to do. It would be a nice little gift in with stuff, you know. You can put them in with birthday card, add a little present for someone and make them one of these. Put some inspirational quotes in, or something for your friend, a little friendship quotes or whatever. But I think they're pretty. I think they're very pretty. So yeah, so thank you very much. I've got a lot of housework to do now, a lot of tidying up, and because that's taken me most of the day because we're losing light now. And I've enjoyed doing this. Well, I say first video, this is my fourth now, I believe. And I hope you like it, and thank you very much for joining me. Hang on a minute, I've got a little card at the back here. I'm not prepared with anything, you see, so hang on. Yeah, click to comment. I would love to hear from you, crafty friends. I wrote that down because I forget everything. And you can follow me on Facebook if you like. Add me as a friend. I do reply to comments and that. And thank you for watching. It's been very nice, and thank you, and it's been lovely for you to join me doing this craft. Bye for now.